Hi, we're doing a quick video on some of the improvements we're working on from the fire prevention side specifically, and mainly how we're going to be rolling out new inspections in Firehouse and pushing those out to the crews. The biggest thing we're going to be introducing, it's not new to Firehouse, but it's new to how we're going to be using it, is the daily reminders. So we're going to show you that and how that works. We're going to show you how to a different way to locate scheduled inspections, what scheduled inspections are versus a completed inspection, and we're going to show you the proper way to schedule re-inspections and how to do that without generating a lot of other unfinished clutter in Firehouse. So the biggest thing, there's a couple ways to find the daily reminder. We're considering putting a button here, which would be like a quick link. But if you don't have that and you go to the file menu, all the machines are going to have it here. Click, and they do now. Click daily reminders, and this is going to show you all the stuff in Firehouse that's scheduled that still needs to be completed. So specifically, this is in chronological order. So if you go to the very, very bottom here, it's going to have a list of all the, like I said, scheduled inspections. So a couple ways to navigate around this. If you don't see the things here, we're only really using this for occupancies. Make sure the occupancy button is turned on. The show reminders here, go ahead and make sure that's set at least 30 days, and if you're not seeing what you want, you can set that a little further ahead. And then the last thing is this filter here. In this case, it's black, so the filters are not in effect, but if you click that, and then you want to enter your company officer's ID number here. That's how we're going to be sorting and pushing these out from now on. So I'm going to enter my captain's, find my captain's name, double click that, apply filter. The filter turns blue down here, indicating that everything on here is either assigned to him or it has no inspector assigned to it at all. There's a lot of legacy information here we're going to be cleaning out, and this is an example of why we need to do a better job on completing inspections, not just scheduling them. So this is the one that I've got here that we're going to be dealing with. This would be something that fire prevention pushes out to us. If I double click this, it opens up a inspection record for the proper occupancy, and it's essentially half done here. The first thing we do when we go to a occupancy, we want to go ahead and note this as completed. As soon as we go in, we walk around, we do our inspection. That inspection in itself is completed, even if there's open violations. And re-inspections are generally going to, you'll see how that works, but they're going to be another scheduled inspection later. If they don't have any violations, then we're pretty much done. I hit save and we're out of here. But if they have a violation, or maybe a couple, I hit add. I want to find the violation code, which is on our inspection sheets, or if you don't have that or can't find that, you can look it up here with the lookup table. Enter the violation code. It's a good idea to do a quick note as to specifically to this business where the problem is. Go ahead and do that, and then I want to put that the violation is noted and schedule recheck. This is the checkbox that I'm going to use most of the time. Click that, and I'm going to reschedule a violation in, let's say, 2 weeks. I'll put it on the 21st here. Just save that, and close that, and now maybe they have a second violation. Add, and maybe this is sprinklers too close to storage stuff. I'm not going to put a note here, but again, it automatically loads the fire code number and a brief description of that. And the important thing is you're going to need this. It really helps you reschedule this the same date as the first one, and I actually can see it in the background. You might have to move this around. That first one is already there, so I want to put the same day. That's going to make this whole thing work a lot cleaner. I hit save and I close that. Now I haven't actually scheduled the re-inspection yet in Firehouse. I will do that after I hit save. it should prompt me to schedule that. And there it is there. Do you want to do, and you want to do yes. It's already got the inspection type, it's got the occupancy number, it's got the date, it's got the same inspector number. This we're really not using yet, so don't worry about that. Click OK. And those are violations that are going to need a recheck. Now if I go, I'm back on my daily reminder sheet here, and I'm using the same filter settings and everything else. Now the original one, I don't know if you noticed the dates aren't there anymore, but now the ones we just rescheduled are there in their place. It's maybe a week later, call the business, they say they've got it taken care of, we go down there. First of all, we did another inspection. In fact, this one, it automatically tracks this as a reinspect, and this is our first reinspect. And these can keep going, this will keep counting on its own. And this is going to be real helpful for us to find out the businesses that we keep going back to over and over. I look at the violations. Those are the two that we just entered. Now I can go into each one of these, and ultimately what I want is this repair done here. But if they have multiple, anyway, I can click this and put the date. Or if they've got multiple ones here and they're all good, I can hit repair multiple. Click that, that button goes down, and I use the shift or control key, select those two, and now I click this button again, lifts it up. And it prompts me, have they been repaired, or do they need another reinspection? So let's say in this case it's been repaired. Maybe they did that on, let's say, the 9th. Click that. Now you notice the recheck date has moved over, and these are now listed as repaired there. So that's a way to tell if it's an open problem or not. Save and close. Now I've got the same filter settings. If I look here on my daily reminders, that occupancy isn't here anymore, it's closed. Again, this is all old stuff that we need to be weeding out here. Hopefully you won't be seeing this very shortly. So that's the daily reminders. And the last thing I want to show you is how this all interfaces with the actual occupancy. And you're not probably going to be going in here, but just so you can see how this works. This is a list here of all the completed inspections here. You see they've been scheduled and they've been completed, and that puts them up here in the completed ones. Now, if there was a scheduled inspection, it would be down here. We've got the scheduled date but no completed. However, if you look, these are actually old dates. This occupancy happened to have some of those ones I just told you we're going to be weeding out, so you're hopefully not going to see these anymore. What we used to do is we click here to go add to launch another inspection. You probably don't want to do that because that's going to lose track of the automatic counting of the rescheduling and the reinspection checkbox I showed you. So even though this will do a lot of it will do the same thing, but it won't keep track of this reinspection for us, so you probably don't want to do it that way. Like I said, ideally fire prevention is going to be pushing out the reminders, set your filter, and you should be finding all the ones that we have here. Anyway, a little long-winded, but I think I covered all the things we want to do. If you have any questions on this, contact me or somebody in fire prevention will help you out with that. Thank you.